My name is Ana Cojo, and I'm part of the quality department. My role is accreditation regulatory program manager. It's a long title, but it all summarizes into providing the resources and the support to the whole hospital with all the regulatory standards in order to keep the doors open. Being part of the quality department, it just brings along of tools and resources for the hospital, the administrative part, and also the clinical side to keep high standards of quality in everything that we provide.
Long title and a lot of roles to actually opening the doors to provide a place of healing and cure, to have a role that you just described to make sure that those doors stay open. That's a lot to carry. There must be moments of great fulfillment to see things like standards and policies lived out on a daily basis. And there must be some anxiety when you know that those aren't working as they should. And I know you're a part of a real dynamic team. It must take a lot of effort on all of you to try to make sure a place like this keeps their doors open.
Yes, but at the same time, it gives a lot of joy because we get to interact with all departments. It gives you the opportunity to see what every department struggles with. Sometimes I peek in every little corner. It gives the satisfaction of seeing all the good things that are happening around the hospital.
I appreciate that you get joy from those moments. Is there one that you can think of?
Yes, I do have a couple experience that every time I go and I see around, for example, ICU. I had the opportunity, I rounded there, and you get to see vulnerability in the patients, in the families. But then at the same time, you get to see the hard work and the compassion that the nurses and the medical team are giving to the family. Try to see, hey, that is happening, but at the same time that we're following rules or regulations. And it's hard. It is really hard sometimes to care and be compassionate, but at the same time follow a rule that is mandated by the state. But when you see the outcome and when you hear from families how the care, the compassion, how well the nursing has been to them, that's when I said, okay, what I do matters, because then you see that they have very good outcomes. Not all the time. We're in a hospital. We have to not to forget that we get really sick people. But I get to understand that what we try to do is patient safety, caregiver safety. That is the base of what we do in the quality department.
And I really appreciate the fact that you can absorb some of the experience that you just shared. And you call it joy, but that idea of being in a world where you have to look at things that are somewhat black and white, they're rule-based, as you said, that could certainly create a very narrow perspective. But there's something about who you are as a caregiver and as a healer where you work in those every day, but have also the privilege of being up on the floor and seeing when you can actually appreciate the infrastructure that you have to make sure is in place. But those things that can't necessarily be measured, you see those, you've seen them, and you feel that.